everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother Canada 11 exit interview with Jonathan. Now, look, we have so much to get to in this interview, but I got a lot to let you guys know first. So I hope that you listen to all of my news. Like, one, make sure that you guys follow, like, and subscribe wherever you are watching. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You guys following on those places are a great way to help support the show, as is sharing them. Tell a friend, tell a family member, put it in a Facebook group. You're our best marketers. You are what keep these shows going, and coming to the end of our Big Brother season, your support is what keeps us going into a new season, keeps us going to Canada for the finale, and stuff that you guys say you want. So make sure that you do that. Now, people were asking, how do we get our questions on this show? I post a tweet on Twitter, I put a post on Instagram, it's in our Patreon group and our Discord. You can leave your questions after the evicted house guest is announced on Thursdays, and I will take the questions from there. That's where the questions from this show are coming from. Of course, if you want to see previous shows, you can check them all out over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com, for the past 10 years of shows: Drag Race, Bravo, Amazing Race, Survivor, things like that. Also, two quick notes. Number one, people were asking again, where do we watch the dailies? I heard that it's so easy. It is. You can watch them with us in our Discord, yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord. There's no VPNs, weird sites, crazy things to do. You just join our Discord server. It's right there under Big Brother live shows. We watch the dailies every night around 11 p.m. Eastern. I always tweet it out when we're watching it. We watch the live shows there together Eastern time. We watch movies there. We're going to be there for Big Brother US, so make sure that you guys come on over there and do that for those asking. Lastly, yes, and we still Twitch. I'm sorry, people. I'm just trying to get in all the questions everyone asks. Twitch, we are still doing Twitch at night. I am live every day on YouNow around 4 o'clock, doing like Eric live feeds, cooking dinner with my mom, all fun, hangout, stuff like that, crafts and more. Then we do the dailies, then we usually Twitch at night. We're live almost 24/7, so make sure you check us out there. Lastly, these jurors are in jury. So a lot of people were saying, why aren't you following up with your questions? We're not allowed. We have to submit our questions ahead of time, and then we can't deviate from our script. We can't tell them what we think or reply in any way, because we can't tamper with the jury. So I know a lot of people feel some of these are robotic. That is why we're not allowed to follow up and ask, and stuff like that. But you don't care. This is going to be a good Jonathan interview. I did already do it. They had a little bit of Wi-Fi issues over there in the jury house, so bear with it on that end, but you're going to love it. Let's get right to it. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
Doing great. Let's start with, how great did it feel to have Canada keep you safe this season?
Honestly, that's one of the high points of this game for me. That's a feeling I've never experienced before in my life. And honestly, I can still feel it now. Even being here in jury, I can still feel that love. And honestly, I'm going to carry that for the rest of my life. I mean, some people voted for me to stay in a house. I mean, it was great, fantastic, and much appreciated.
Were you blindsided by the results of the vote?
Not really. I mean, it was 50-50. It was up in the air. I was expecting to stay, and I was also expecting to go. Me and Hope kind of went in with the same mindset. I wasn't surprised when I heard the vote, but I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was a little disappointed. Like I did want to stay in the game. I did want to compete. I did want to play a POV. I did want to win an HOH. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But at the same time, so grateful. I mean, the reactions when I walked out of there touched my heart. I mean, I feel like I bonded with a lot of people in that house, and I'm grateful for my time there.
Who do you think were the votes to save you?
I feel like the votes to save me were the Ladies Alliance, Renee, Claudia, and Shania. Because right now they feel like the line is drawn in the sand, and they wanted a good number, someone they could trust, someone they could rely on, and someone they knew was going to compete. So I felt like they really wanted me to stay. I I'm sorry it didn't work out, but at the same time, they got a lot of fight ahead of them, and I thanked them for their votes for me to stay, and I look forward to see what happens next.
Why do you think Santina didn't vote for you then?
Um, that's a toughie because I feel like she was bonded with me and Hope. I really do feel like me and her had a closer bond than her and Hope because I'm the one that made that bond between two of them happen. But she felt for her game that the best move was to keep Hope. She found that he was connected to both sides of the house, even though I knew that he wasn't. And I actually was. And I have a strong bond with the Crown and the ladies. But I kind of kept it under my hat, and I felt like that's what decided my fate.
Do you think Hope nominating himself impacted your game?
Absolutely. I really wish he'd stop doing that. I mean, he nominated himself, whenever it came an opportunity to do so, he did it. I told him after, I was like, never do that. You know what I mean? Give someone else a chance to fight for their game. You don't have to fight for them. But he understands that now, and moving forward, he grew each and every day, each and every event that happened. And hey, I know he felt terrible when I sat up on that block. I mean, the world knows he felt terrible. That wasn't supposed to happen that way, but it is what it is, and that's my guy, and I don't resent him for a second, and I'm really rooting for him out here.
Did you believe Chai when he said he had to nominate you? Were there any other options?
Um, There's absolutely more options. I know he had to deal with some of my Crown members, so he really wanted to build off that because he feels like he doesn't have anyone he can trust in the game. He knows he has a major target on his back. So in a sense, I did believe him, but in a game wise, I don't believe much he says. So I can only go off what I hear, but at the same time, I feel like he won with all this. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Is there anything you think you could have done differently this week to help your game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could have pushed forward a little harder, a little tougher, and gained a little harder. But it was, it was an odd feeling going up against someone you cared about so much because, like, I just wanted to tell people what I offer, what I bring to the table. At the same time, trying to save Hope's face. Like, there's no way I could game against him in a sense where I wanted to hurt his game. And I wanted him to know that. So I guess I could have done things a little differently, but at the same time, it is what it is. And I'm genuinely happy with it.
Would you have gone against the Crown to save your game?
Honestly, and maybe people will knock me for this, no. In that game, I was lost. After Rob was evicted, I felt alone. I felt the only people that were offering me salvation were the people that just evicted my brother. I couldn't do that. So I had to fight the fight the way the only way I knew how. And that's where the Crown started developing. Anika, Kuzi, Daniel C. reached out to me and let me know I wasn't alone. So I would have fought to the very end for the Crown. And when we got to the end, whatever happened after that happened.
How do you anticipate using your jury vote? Is there any question or questions that you need answered by anyone before you can make your decision?
Absolutely. I mean, with people trickling into jury, I'm definitely going to have conversations on what happened after I left and what was happening while I was there. I want to see who played strategically and who was being honest and who wasn't. You got to respect game. Game is game. So I'm just going to, take into consideration who played the hardest game the best way, and that'll dictate my vote at the end for sure.
Who do you feel is playing the best and worst games?
Right now, I'm going to have to say the best game is probably Kuzi because she has a good social standing with everybody. She has strong allies that are loyal and trustworthy around her, and she's very strategic. And she's smart. She doesn't make hasty decisions right away. She thinks about her best options and makes moves moving forward. So she would be the strongest. The weakest right now, I would have to go with Shania because Shania, although she won that POV, she doesn't seem like she's playing the game a whole lot. She's just playing off of friendships, not making. She's just kind of. I don't want to say she's not a floater, but. I mean, I haven't seen much of her game, so I can't really comment. But as of right now, I would have to pick her as a weaker game player. But like, there's lots of game left. So I mean, at the end, if she's standing there, we'll see.
Who do you hope follows you next to jury?
Personally, hope because we can hang out. But at the same time, I hope he goes really far in this game. But hopefully, Ty comes behind me. I feel like he got a big target. There's pretty much everybody in the house is going for him. So I'm expecting to see him, unless he can pull something big off.
Yeah. Who would you have targeted if you stayed?
I would roll with Ty for obvious reasons. We were versus each other for sure.
Okay. Is there anything that you want fans to know about you that they didn't see?
That I had my alliance members' best interests at heart, and that I was fighting against myself a lot of times, and I feel like I won and stayed in the game and fought the fight that I felt was best, and that I gave it my all. And the people that supported me in there, you're the ones that gave me the energy to push forward. It wasn't just being there. It was my family, my province, my country, everything in there. I tried to represent everyone that's with me the best, for sure.
Where can people follow you on social media?
That's a big one. I'm going to say Instagram, TikTok.
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. Final question. Is there anything you learned about yourself coming out of this experience that you didn't know before you started playing the game?
Absolutely. I'm a 33-year-old man with a family, a son, and wife. I've worked hard my whole life to build my life. I didn't think I could grow as much more as a man, but when I went in that house and sitting here now before you, I realized that I had so much more growing to do. When I left that house, I grew in ways that I never knew possible. So those are things I'll greatly appreciate. And like, you get an opportunity, take it, because life goes on and you got to enjoy it while it's here, for sure.
Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us today, Jonathan.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Well, that about wraps up our interview with Jonathan. Again, like I said, thank you guys so much for all of your support as we're ending this season. Make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. That thumbs up on YouTube, hitting the bell, commenting, of course, sharing the show, telling a friend, telling a family member, putting it in a Facebook group or on a social media site, clipping and sharing things that you think other people would like from these shows. That really is what keeps them going. It'll help get us to Canada for finale and more coverage that you guys want from BBUS this summer. You're the best support system for our shows, so we thank you all so much for that. Again, these questions came from all of you, so make sure you're leaving them on our Twitter or Instagram or in our Discord. Speaking of the Discord, make sure that you check it out, yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord. We watch the dailies there around 11 p.m. Eastern. We watch the Eastern feed of the Big Brother Canada episodes. There's no VPNs or crazy stuff. You watch right there in Discord while chatting with us. Super easy, super fun. We do movies there as well. Yes, I am still twitching at night. Yes, there's still Eric live feeds during the day around 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm live until about 11 p.m. Cooking dinners, doing so much fun stuff. So we hope you guys check us out. We are always live, and we love you. We would love you to be part of our YR fam and community. So until our next show, which I'm probably live right now while you're watching this, come and join us. We'll see you there. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.